this is a UFC fighter, and I want to go through this video, and it's how he spent his first million. How he spent his first million. You know, Anton is mining through different types of videos that you send me from a financial perspective. I try to switch it up. Sometimes I talk about stuff as it comes back to the money when it comes to relationships. Sometimes I talk about stuff as it comes back to the money when it comes to you fumbling the bag in society. Sometimes I just want to break down what's happening when the Fed drops this inflation rate or unemployment numbers, but it all comes back to the money, obviously. All right, so let's get into this video. It's a UFC fighter, and he's going to, now UFC fighters have a short lifespan when it comes to their careers. It's not like baseball money. It's not like basketball money. I don't even think it's like football money, but UFC, it certainly ain't like boxing money. Because even boxing, only the top 2 or 3 fighters is making all of the money. But UFC fighter breaking down exactly how he spent his first million. And I want to go through this. So let's get into the video.
I went back to Nigeria, back to the motherland. That probably cost me about 12K, 15, 150.
His name is Israel.
I was born in Lagos, Nigeria. I grew up quite well off. You know, my parents were successful business people. I had a pretty cushy life compared to most kids, so I had to learn how to stand on my own 2 feet.
I got a question, because he said he's Nigerian, right? I'm curious. I've learned more about Nigerian culture over this past 6 months to a year than I ever have in my entire life. So let me tell you what my breakdown is of Nigerians, okay? This is largely the sentiment that I get from Nigerians on a regular basis. Either you a scammer. Don't get mad at me. I'm telling you what the stereotypes are. Listen, they told black people that they only eat chicken and watermelon. So let's just talk about the stereotypes. Either you a scammer, you a Nigerian prince and a king that's trying to get me to make sure that I can wire some money over to you so that you can take care of King T'Challa, and then you gonna send me back $200 billion. Okay, cool. Or you are a very, very, very hard worker, and your parents set the expectation that you got to be a lawyer or a doctor or a software engineer or something like that. It's always extremes with Nigerians. Most of them grew up with a very, very hardworking family. They have great expectations. And Rita went to a Nigerian wedding from a friend of ours, and she said that they had 2 different weddings. They had an American wedding and a Nigerian wedding. And the Nigerian wedding had all these rituals, and it was kind of lit. I have heard so much about Nigerians over the past 6 months to a year. It's insane. But anyways, let's continue.
A little later in life, I moved to New Zealand in 2001. Fighting was never really on my radar till I was about 17. That's when I saw Ong Bak, the movie. That inspired me to get in the ring. I was just always a goofy dancer kid. I was never really violent. I got picked on a lot, so eventually I realized later on that I should learn how to defend myself. When I first told my parents I wanted to fight, I knew what the response was gonna be, but eventually when they saw the money rolling in and I was able to make a living off this, then they were like, oh, he's all right.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about, because again, E says, I'm Nigerian and what you're saying is straight facts. See, if it's a lie, then y'all gave me the impression, but see, I'm right. Even he said it. His parents were very hardworking and they had expectations for his life. And then when he told them what he wanted to do, they was looking at him funny, like, what do you think this is? We have expectations for you to be a doctor, a lawyer, or a scammer. A doctor, lawyer, or a scammer. Which one do you want? I guess that the worst parts of society is a hush puppy, right? Wasn't Hush Puppy a Nigerian? Neither here nor there. Shout out to E for the $20 Super Bowl. I appreciate you. Rita said that they threw money at the wedding.
My first international fight, I think I made just over $1,000. When I first got the call from the UFC, I was broke just before then. I was just like, I want to spend my money. I want to enjoy my money. And yeah,
I will say that the Nigerians have terrible style. Terrible style. He got the LL Cool J hat. He has a leopard print vest. He got the Michael Jordan hoop earring with the cross in it. And then he got some gold chains on. Terrible style. Nigerians have terrible style from what I've been seeing lately.
I think my first fight I made over 100 grand because I had a performance of the night bonus. Don't quote me on that. It's a long time ago. For the UFC, for the standard guy, I think it's you sign for a certain amount of fights and then you get your show money. That's to show up. And if you win, you get your win money.
You know why I like fighting? Because fighting is based off of you eat what you kill. You got to work your way all the way up. Fighting is the true face of capitalism. That's why I like fighting. I don't even know who this guy is, but I like fighting.
Which I'm not a fan of. Because we all work hard and we're trying to get paid and provide for our families. So put it this way, I'm not on the show and win anymore. I get paid. The Brunson or the Silver fight, I made my first million, if I recall. Allegedly as well, sorry. Allegedly.
He seemed like a really nice, humble guy too. I like this guy. I like him a lot, but I want to see how he spends his money.
Champion in 2019. Can you bring my belt real quick? First of all, there's a shiny piece. So that's Kelvin, Robert, Romero, Costa, Vittori. I defended it 1, 2, 3, 4. I've defended the belt 4 times.
This dude was beating tail though, wasn't he? This dude was waxing dudes.
Don't let them tell you less. When you become champion, they rip up the old contract and get you a new contract and then get a nice slice of the pie. There's only one person I trust with my money, and that's my father.
Nice. Is that when the Nigerian people, did he get skin lightening? Did this dude do the Michael Jackson? Why does he look so much darker on these pictures than he do on his camera? And how come when he put a hat on, it seemed like he looked like a different person than when he don't have a hat on? But is this how Nigerians dress? Shout out to Natcast Production. I appreciate you, love. Natcast Production is in the building. Is this how Nigerians usually dress?
Else is going to have your best interest at heart than the man who brought you into this world.
I like the fact that he's utilizing his parents and his father in order to be able to manage his money and not letting people finesse him out of a bag that he don't even know.
And raised you. You have guys in the basketball.
Look how light he is on here. He looked way different than that black picture.
From Curry, Michael Jordan, their dad's involved in their careers, you know. My dad's involved in my career, but not on the canvas, not in the cage, behind the scenes where it really counts. So that way I can make sure I stay broke and stay woke. So we've talked about how I made and saved my money. Now let's talk about how I spend my money.
This should be interesting. Oh man, Nigerians love to flaunt. I'm gonna stereotype the hell out of y'all today. Nigerians love to stunt and be looking tacky. Nigerians love being tacky. Gotta be the first thing he bought is some jewelry.
First thing was this chain. I believe it was this chain. Got it on a discounted price.
And y'all always want to negotiate prices. Got it on a discounted price. I bet you he don't tip either. That's a little inside joke. Don't worry about it. Let's continue.
I think it was about 13 grand. I just got this like a week and a bit ago.
I like the presidential. I don't like the one with the... Is that custom? We all know that we don't do customizations to our watches, but it looked like the bezel was custom because it looked like the bezel... Let me see something. Is that a fluted bezel or is that diamonds in the bezel? I don't know.
Go.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Shout out to my Nigerians that always like to do stuff loud and proud. Nice watch, bad customization. Fellas, ladies, gentlemen, never put one diamond in your watch. Don't do anything to it. You will mess up the value of it. You will ruin it. All for what? Anybody that collects watches, anybody that likes nice timepieces, know that you don't do anything to your watch. You leave it completely stock. Don't do nothing to your watches at all.
And I've got like a Audemars Piguet coming next week. It's definitely over 200K.
This dude said he spent over $200,000 on watches.
Oh, oak.
And they customized too? Bad investment.
skeleton. Quite like this though. They call this the presidential.
Yep.
I didn't really understand how it works. I thought you just go into a Rolex store and be like, oh, do you have one of these?
You gotta wait 6 to 8 months, sometimes almost a year to be able to get your watch.
Apparently there's a waiting list. It's like 8 to 12 months. I was like, oh shit. I've probably spent over 500,000 on jewelry, but for my first million, I bought my first big chain for 13K.
Spent 13,000.
First chain, 13K.
Of $1 million, he spent $13,000 on the chain, but he spent over, he said $500,000 on watches. Hopefully they all not bust down and messed up.
I probably went on a shopping spree, I'm sure. Bought some new shoes, threads, all of that. So I would have spent probably 3,000 to 5,000. Clothing shopping spree, 5K.
Let me ask y'all a question, because I don't really know. Do Nigerians be finessing? Like, do they wear fake stuff? I don't know. Like, do they be having on counterfeit Louis Vuitton and all of that other type of stuff? Because if you only spent $5,000 on clothes out of $1 million, then I'm not saying anything wrong, too terribly wrong right now.
Father's son, so I like a good bargain. I wouldn't have gone to any high-end places at the time, like no Louis, no Gucci. Living within my means.
I know it.
Who would you say are the top best dressed?
I already know it. Nigerians is cheap.
My top 3 best dressed UFC fighters would be myself. I like a good suit, so I'd say Conor. Usman, 100%. I like his threads at the press conferences. He's always dripped up. So yeah, I'd say top 3 would be us 3 right there.
Okay, that's not too bad. Tattoos, Jesus.
I did my best.
How come when y'all first get money, y'all go jewelry store, y'all go to the clothing store, and then you go get some tattoos? Nobody say, yeah, the first thing that I bought is I paid off debt. First thing I did was I invested in real estate. First thing that I did was start a new business. First thing I did was go and visit the tax man. First thing I did was get a consulting service. First thing I did was get some coaching and mentoring. First thing I did was invest in myself and get my education. Nobody ever says any of that. Everybody go jewelry, clothes, cars, and tattoos. Jewelry, clothes, cars, tattoos is exactly what people do. And not in that order. They go jewelry, clothes, cars, tattoos. It's almost like you need to get through that first $5 million, $1 million to $5 million before you realize that, oh, okay, all right, I got it out of my system. Now I can start doing a little bit more regular stuff.
Black tat is a dragon, but it's not just your regular dragon. It's like a crocodile. It's in Japanese style. I call it kunda kinte. I don't know why yet, but my tattoos always reveal the significance to me later on in life. I just know he gets angry sometimes. And
he has a nice, cool personality, though. He seems chill.
I've got a friend who does my tattoos, so he does it at a discounted rate, but not discounted quality. Probably spent on that tattoo about $4,000.
Why are Nigerians so fucking cheap? That's what I'm trying to understand. Why are Nigerians so cheap? I have no clue why y'all so cheap. Dog, I will not do business with Nigerians, man, because they always trying to get a discount. Like, bro, pay the price. Do you know that I don't negotiate prices? Either I'm going to pay you or I'm not.
Back piece tattoo, about 4 to 5K.
Oh, jeez.
I already had a car, but I felt like I needed something else, like some Hot Wheels, like we used to play with as kids. It was meant to be a Lamborghini, but unfortunately, I couldn't sit upright in the Lamborghini. I had to drive it like this. So I opted for a McLaren instead. So
what did I say that people go get? Clothes, cars, jewelry, and tattoos. Did I not say that? I have not seen this video. Clothes, cars, jewelry, and tattoos.
The car itself looks like a spitting image of Kurama, the nine-tailed demon fox from the series Naruto. So it was meant to be. That was my tailed beast. I named it Kurama as well. And that set me back about $500,000.
You got to be fucking kidding me. Wait a minute. Jay Ben says trade and barter is a big thing. It's cultural. Y'all need to change that. That is a bad part of y'all culture. I'm going to be honest with you, Ben. That is a bad part of y'all culture. I do not negotiate on prices. Either you're going to pay the price or you don't. I just give people what they ask for. I'm not going, because listen, it makes... Let me tell you what, first of all, I ain't even got on this car yet. This dude spent $500,000 on a car of his first. This dude is just like every other black person and every other Arab in the world. They all do. Tomorrow, I'm going to review a white person and I'm going to see how they do it. This dude is just like every other black person in the world. Cars, jewelry, tattoos, chains, nigga stuff. Let's just be honest, bro. Let me tell you why always trying to negotiate for a better price will hurt you in the long run. Let's say you walk over and you're trying to negotiate for something, right? Often at times, one of the reasons why I don't negotiate is because A, I want to give people what I think, what they're asking for, because obviously they value their stuff. And B, I try to preserve the relationship. Most of the time, if I do business with somebody, I won't do business with somebody that over negotiates, A. But B, most of the time, let's say I do business with somebody and they trying to kick the tires, and they, kick the tires is figuratively speaking, trying to beat you up on the price. I will never do business with them again. And so ultimately what I realized is that investing in somebody early, especially when you're asking them to pay the price and you already got it budgeted to pay that price, ultimately leads you to getting better prices in the future. They're so worried about the now that you shoot yourself in the foot when you overly bargain and you try to beat people up on price. And so what other people do is they get smart. Let's say you're trying to walk up and you buy the car. Well, I know that this motherfucker is Nigerian. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the price is $2,000 more than what I really want for it. And so now he's going to beat me up and I'm going to let him negotiate me down $1,500. And I'm still going to overcharge him $500 because he's an asshole. That's how you going to finesse the finessers, and they think that they're getting you, but in reality, they're getting their ass kicked. And now, not only that, I'm not throwing in the extra tires that I had to go along with the car. I'm not giving you the floor mats. I'm not giving you nothing. You going to get finessed thinking that you're going to finesse me because you came in with a bad attitude and looking to finesse me. But it's more important to negotiate and make sure that you, look, it's more important. It's more important. You guys have to make sure that you maintain the relationships. Real talk. And the richest people are not Nigerian. That is lies. That is lies. That is a lie. It's a lie. The richest people are not Nigerian. And just because you cheap don't mean that you live. Let me stop. Look, Anton, if you lived in Nigeria, you would understand why we always negotiate prices. But I don't live in Nigeria. I live in fucking America. And if I lived in Nigeria, then I would assimilate to the culture. But y'all live in America now, so y'all got to assimilate to the culture. This is not fucking Nigeria. This is not Nigeria. Stop it with all of this negotiating. Junk is irritating. Sometimes, bro, I would just be like, yo, just get the fuck out of my face. Like, I don't want to do no deal at all. I don't care what you are. No, I'll pay full price. No, get your ass out of here. I'm going to give it to the next guy that actually, because I don't even need the money. I'm going to give it to the next guy that actually want to pay full price. I'm going to give him some extra money off just because he's not an asshole.
So I say brand new McLaren, $500K.
Richer than who? Y'all richer than who? We can money fight. Listen, my challenge is the same challenge to anybody else. Let's put 100 racks up. We gonna go portfolio for portfolio. Bring your strongest fucking Nigerian up on my channel, and we gonna have a money fight. Now what? And have your fucking profile photo up too, and don't try to scam and do some other crazy shit. Get your richest fucking Nigerian and bring him up on a platform, and let's have a money fight. And we can go portfolio for portfolio. How about that? Oh, silence. That's what I thought. Your fucking no profile pictures having asses. Don't even want nobody to know who y'all are because the feds is watching because we know that you're doing some Nigerian prince scam. Don't make me. You know I will go off on anybody. I am an equal accountability smoke partner. Says, look up Dengoche. No, you can just send them to me. Send it to me. Anyways, like I said, this guy spent $500,000 on a car. We all know that that's bad. It's nothing to even talk about. Why would I come to Nigeria with your money fight? No, I'm not coming to fucking Nigeria. I know. Listen, y'all don't look. Y'all don't even want to be in Nigeria. Why would I come over there and you trying to get away from there? How do I know? Because I coach half of you motherfuckers and I be telling y'all, stop scamming and get off my phone if you're going to be scamming. You don't even want to be there. Why would I go? Makes no sense. Shout out to Christopher says the reason why people in this case negotiate prices is because the original price is overpriced anyways. I personally don't care as much to do that. How do you know that the original price is overpriced? How do you determine what the price is of something? How do you determine what the price is of something? How do you know that they didn't price it exactly as much as they could to get the minimum amount of margin and profit that they can out of it to keep in business?
I went back to Nigeria, back to the motherland, to connect with my people and connect with the soil. And on the way back, I stopped over in Dubai. That probably cost me about 12K, 5K, 15.
Jesus.
150.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I guess so, 150K.
This is insane.
Nigeria is what you make of it.
He spent $150,000 on a vacation.
A beautiful but dangerous place, depending on who you know. Unfortunately, the people in power sometimes wrong the people, but at the core, our people are peaceful people, happy people, and very welcoming. So we need to bring power back to the people by distributing the wealth.
AKA taking the money that they make over in America and sending it back to Nigeria. That's what he's really talking about, distributing the wealth. They so smart and they so rich that they don't even make their own money over there. That's crazy, huh?
In Dubai, I hung out with my man's Mo, shout out to Mohammed, and the other Mohammed.
This is so bad.
That was a highlight of my trip, going to his palace and just exploring the desert as well on camelback. That was beautiful. So I haven't had much holidays since I've been working all the time, but it was nice to just kind of let my hair down. Vacation for friends and family, 150K.
Nope. I am not spending money on vacations for friends and family. Let's see. He spent $500,000 on a car. He bought tattoos. He bought jewelry. He bought drip. And he spent $150,000 on vacations for friends and family. This is the makings of the most disastrous. I spent $1 million, and I'm only the second person in.
Looking after my close ones, friends and family, I'll probably spend like 40K. And this is for my first million, what I'm talking about, like looking after my close ones, my friends and family. Just little gifts here and there.
No. Look at this budget so far. $13,000 in jewelry, $5,000 for clothes, $5,000 for a tattoo, $500,000 for a McLaren. Bro, you could have got the same chick in a Porsche. $150,000 for a vacation for him and his friends and families, and then $40,000 for gifts for loved ones. He like people. He just don't like them. He just don't like his money. He don't like his budget that much.
I built myself a home cinema. It's a projector that comes out of the roof through a lift, a screen that comes out of the roof as well through a lift, curtains that close to darken the room, surround sound speakers all over the living room. So it's quite hidden. So if you go in there, you won't really notice it. But then you press a button and press another button and another button, and it's just like boom, psh,
This is all bad.
and transforms into this cozy little intimate cinema. Home cinema cost me about 20K.
For a projector and some curtains and some seats. For a projector, some curtains, and some seats, he spent $20,000. He's already up $250,000 of what he's spending, $750,000 of $1 million that he's spending, and he has not put any money up whatsoever or invested anything. I thought he said that his father was helping him with his money. He said his father was supposed to be helping him with his money. What is he doing? Jesus Christ.
I bought my first home. That cost me about $800,000. From then, I've just been buying houses and land since.
That's good. Well, he put way more than $1 million.
So you guys can add the rest right here in post-production. Do it in post. House, $800K.
So his first crib was $800,000. I hope it was in LA or something like that, because if you buy an $800,000 house in Texas or anywhere in the South or something like that, then you're going to get a mansion. And if it's only him, then it doesn't make sense and he's wasting more money. Because again, I recorded a video and it's going to drop today. And I was breaking down exactly why it costs so much money to be rich, why it costs more money to be a millionaire, because you having to maintain this stuff and pay the property taxes and everything that comes along with maintaining and trying to keep money is much harder to keep money than it is to make money. Let me say that one more time. It's much harder to keep money than it is to make money. And most people don't get this, and this is why they blow through their first contract or their first $1 million or their first $5 million or whatever like that, and they have no clue what it takes in order to be successful. He has nothing invested. Zero invested. Zero invested. What did his father do? What did his father do except for go on vacation with the rest of the family and have a good time? But it's funny because, like, for example, look, Anton went from saying that he's cheap to now he's spending money. No, you can be both. You can be cheap and spend money on the wrong things. So just because you buy a lot of stuff, it doesn't mean that you're not being cheap when it comes to actually paying the prices that you're supposed to pay for the stuff that you actually buying. So I'll give you an example, right? You can go and buy cars, right? And say, okay, I want to kick the tires and I'm going to negotiate and I'm going to haggle them down every single car that I get, right? Cool. But then you buy 50 of them and you blow your entire budget as a result of it. It doesn't mean that you're making the proper investments. It just means that you're spending too much money on dumb shit, but then at the same time, you're being cheap with the people that you're actually supposed to be building relationships with. Y'all don't get it? You don't understand that two things can be true at the same time? You could be cheap and treat people like trash and garbage, but at the same time, make sure that you take care of yourself and be selfish. Y'all don't understand that part? Oh, no, it's too complicated. So, yes, I think that this is absolutely atrocious, but I'd like to hear what he continues to say.
Like 4, 5 bedrooms. I've upgraded it. It's definitely gone up in value. I was quite proud to be able to have my first house, and I'm glad I did so because I had someone I can call a home. Now I have these riffraffs living there who don't appreciate it.
Look at this budget. Look at this budget, y'all. All right, so let's break this down all the way. We got $13,000 in jewelry. This is the first $1 million. $5,000 in clothes, $5,000 in tattoos, $500,000. Before he ever bought a crib, he bought a $500,000 McLaren, and then he took his family on vacation for $150,000. I don't really know how you spend $150,000 on taking your family on vacation. I don't think you can even get enough Airbnbs to have to worry. Like, how can you spend $150,000 on taking your family? You must got a family of 100. Got to be a family of 100. How do you spend $150,000 on vacations? And then you spend $20,000 on a home cinema and then spend the rest and then more than $1 million on a crib. No investments, no businesses, no stock purchases, no nutching, no nutching. Nothing in this is saying tax write-off. Nothing in this can be written off so that you keep more money in your pocket so that you don't give it to the federal government. Nothing. Nothing. And it's the same black people, no matter where you live at, or whether you're from Nigeria or you're born here in America. You can have great work ethic and you can generate a lot of revenue, but it does not mean that you know what you're doing with your money. Anyway, so Anton is about to go into the corporate office. I hope you guys continue to enjoy the show. If you do, make sure you share it with your family and friends. Hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Look at this. Nigerian sending me a thing right now. Send me. What did y'all? Is this a joke? Nigerians is now sending me emails right this very second because I dissed y'all. Don't worry, I dissed my own people. I was just talking about the black community in America here too. Listen, I'm an equal accountability smoke partner. It's not personal. It's just business. It's just business. I have to get ready to go into the office. And like I said, black people is black people, no matter where you live at, no matter where you was born from. Woo! Y'all know how to fumble a bag, don't y'all? Putting on leopard print jackets and buying McLarens before you ever invest anything. At least put money into your 401k. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I need you to do me one more favor before we get up out of here, though. Make sure you guys tell your family and friends because we don't want to be rich by ourselves. You need to get in touch with me. Email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com. And I'm going to get you booked for a session. Zoom session, personal call, something. You need help. Link to the Patreon is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I love you, family. I'm going to talk to y'all later on tonight. Fight Club. We talking sports. Peace.